Good morning, friends. It's Tuesday, sunny day. I got some sage happening because I'm just like, "Wah, I need to get some energy going. My energy's good. First off, did you see the crow's nest in Digby? Yeah, for you. You're super, okay? You are a hero and you're going to leave a footprint, and hopefully, many people follow you. So that's for Digby. The crow's nest. It's got to be the name, the crow. Right? Crow's nest. Thank you. Thank you for being brave. Thank you for standing up for what you believe in. Thank you for wanting to save your business because you see that your business is not doing so great, so you want to save it. I'm very proud of you for standing up. Very proud. And you know what? I think next weekend I might take a drive to Digby. We'll see what the weather's like. But I'm going for some fish and chips. And I'm going to leave the biggest tip I can. And I'm going to Instagram your fish. I'm going to share the crap out of your fish because that's amazing. Amazing. Bet you CTV won't tell you that. But I will. Anyhow, so I'm just thinking about like the recent events that have been going on this weekend, and I'm seeing so many disgruntled people in my news feed, like blah, blah, blah. It's actually insane. It's actually insane. Oh man, if you knew how much the news twisted what they give you, if you knew, you would be like, man, I'm never watching that news again. They are the most sickest, twisted, seriously. They're terrible. I would be like putting my TV, if I had cable, my TV would be in the fire pit right now. And I'd be calling the cable company and saving my money because I don't need to be paying my money to be lied to. So, how do I know they're lying? How does little Danielle know that they're lying? Well, you see, when you've been going to these rallies, because this isn't a rally, this is big. This is big. Mind you, I know that there are some small little things about it, but when you take as a whole all of the people that are in Ottawa right now with their hearts full, and I mean overflowing full with love, the news ain't gonna tell you that. They want everybody scared. Don't you remember every news clip you've watched for the last forever? Fear, 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 fear. Be afraid, be very afraid. Man, I don't even know how they sleep at night. You know that? I honestly don't know. So they're talking about how, oh, they're destroying the statue of Terry Fox. They're doing this, they're doing that. They're stealing from the homeless. They're stealing from the homeless. Are you kidding me? These people that are out there, the ones that are fighting for your freedom, are people like myself, basically, like minded. We have souls. We have souls that care. And that's why people like myself have been pumping out information to you as much as I possibly can. Because I see what's happening. And I see the extremities of it all. And I know what they're trying to do. They want us to rely on them. They want to be our God. You'll never be my God. I am my God. I am that. I am. And I am not going to ever let anybody take my serenity. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but y'all know what I mean. So, anyhow, stealing food from the homeless. What else? The garbage that they said that they left everywhere. Like, honestly, whatever they can say, you name it, they're saying it to try to paint this big, terrible picture that people like myself are criminals, basically. So, I don't know. But if any of you think I'm a criminal, do you even know me? Do you even know me? So, anyhow, I shared a video. Probably nobody watched it. Some people might have watched it. I don't really know, but it was a video clip of Global News at Enfield, and boy oh boy, I caught them in action. I've seen them in action, and I think if I was to go in one of them crowds, I would spot one of them people a mile away now. I spotted them that night, and I was too excited. Like everybody else that was there. All the people that were there for the good reason, for the right reason, for the reason that we were there for, all of those people were shiny, happy people. Just like the song says, shiny, happy people. Yeah, that was us. Okay? And then I'm walking through, and I'm actually going to look, because I know in my videos, I am positive that I've got him. I had to have, because I was walking by and I was like recording, I was live, because I wanted to show everybody the happiness that was going on there. I wanted to show that to whoever could see my video, because there was no, oh, except for this guy. Well, there was two of them though, but I only noticed the one guy like going, he's ranting and raving, he's like, this is a free protest, blah, 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 blah. And he was heckling. I know a heckler when I see one. I was a heckler. I worked on the carnival. It's like I was that person that was like trying to draw people in, whatever. But I did it I wasn't bad. Do you know what I mean? But anyhow, so back to the story. So as I'm going through and I'm seeing this guy with his fucking shenanigans, yes, I said the fuck word, with his shenanigans, I'm thinking in my mind, like, who even is this guy and why is he talking like this? Why is he acting like this? Because none of us are in that mind frame right now. None of us. Plus, he was masked. Now, I know a lot of people wear masks, but when I'm in these crowds, which I've been to all last year and like this year, I've been to them. Generally, most people don't wear masks. And just like the whole stature of this guy, I could tell that he's not one of the people that are afraid. He was just afraid that his face would be seen, so he did this, so we can only see his eyes, because he had a hat on too, so, we can't see who he is. So anyhow, doing that, then I just, I toddled off, and I just kept doing my thing, talking to people, mingling, because it was an amazing day, it was an amazing morning. I was so vibrating from that. It was emotional, it was exciting, I loved it. So, anyhow, couple days go by and I'm like scrolling through my Facebook and I see somebody has a post, and it's a post from the news broadcaster, and he's like, see what we gotta deal with? So I watched, because I recognized that it was Enfield, so I watched the video. Yeah, global news, fuck you, because that was bullshit. That was bullshit. I could not believe that. And yeah, I will call you right out on this. And I don't care. CBC, you are probably part to do with it too, because we're both there. We're both there with your cameras. And one guy was like even making sure he like turned his phone, cameras on. I watched it. And I know what they're doing there too. And I know that they're only pointing out the swastika flags, or they get these goons that they have. And I'm just thinking, like, he's like, because even in the video that I watched from Enfield, he's like, see the distractions we have to put up with here? Buddy, that was all you. If you don't want distractions there with you, don't bring them. It's that simple, because we won't distract you. When people like myself see the media there, we're actually happy, because we hope that they're actually going to report the truth. But they don't. They don't. They find little angles, and they're like, okay, they get the guy, and they get the swastika guy, and they're like, hey, you stand there where there's only 10 people behind you, and I'm going to prop my camera, take a nice picture of you. I'm a photographer. I know how that kind of stuff works. They get them out of the way. They take a picture of what they want you as a human being to focus on. They are not posting the bigger picture. They are not posting all of the people that are there happy, waving their Canadian flags. No, they don't want you to see that. That's why people like us are here to show you that. If you think for a minute that I'm racist or anything because I support the movement, I don't support whatever, the whole thing that started it, but this movement is incredible. And I'm like, I salute you, truck drivers, and all my friends that are in Ottawa right now, because you're amazing and you're making fucking history. You are, regardless. Because some people, lots of people, know the truth. and know what you're doing and know what you're standing for and know what you are representing. And I got nothing but mad love for you. Like my t-shirt says, I know it's backwards, but it's pretty simple to see. Live free or die. That's basically it. These people are goons. They're goons. They want to control us. They want one government for all of us. And we're going to live on this little social credit score. Oh, Sally, you crossed the street. You jaywalked. You're losing 10 points. It's going to be a social system. It's going to be awful. It's a nightmare. We do not want that. Anyway, I'm not talking about that stuff because I just want to show you what the media does. Actually, come to think of it, because how they said that, we steal from the homeless, we don't care, we're heartless souls, we're racist. I'm going to put this on pause, and I'm going to take my phone out to my living room because I want to show you something. Okay, so, oops, I'm sorry, I did not mean to scare you. So, this here, that is my sponsor child that I had for probably 12 years. And her name is Raja. And she's from Sudan. I believe that Emily was probably, I think she was like 2 or 3. One day I had a knock on the door and it was these people. You know what, mind you, it could have, what I know from the world now, it could have even been a scam. I don't really know because I don't trust anything anymore. I've opened my eyes to all that stuff. So yeah, like I don't trust that stuff anymore. But in my heart, I was doing something good. In my heart, I was doing something that made me feel like I was contributing to the world. So I had, and as a single mom with 4 children, it wasn't very easy for me to say, hey, I want to have a sponsor child. But why did I do it? I did it to teach my children that we are here to help one another. I did it to teach my children that, one person can move mountains for another person. It's very easy. It's very easy. If you have the right heart set, the right mind frame, you can do amazing things. So I'm just going to say, like, honestly, when I know that there's people like myself out there and that they're being pointed out and labeled as this and that and the other thing, and I seen what I witnessed with the news on Enfield, or on Thursday in Enfield, I'm not going to be quiet about that. I'm not going to be quiet about that. The news sucks. The news needs to go fuck somewhere else and stay off of anything that has to do with any of this, because they're totally painting it into something that it's not. If I had a sponsor child for all them years, when I was basically living paycheck to paycheck because I didn't receive any child support from anybody really, I barely got any help, but I'm doing this. And I've given back to my community many times. I can tell you many stories that would show you what kind of a human being I am, but I don't want to do that because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I know what I do, and I know that I work from love. I know that I work on a love frequency, and I know that I push love out there, and I know that I want to push truth out there, and I know that I want to make people see what's happening around them. I just want people to be happy again. When it comes down to it, and not with restrictions and stuff. You need to ask yourself this one thing. Don't you remember when they promised you it'll all go back to normal? You are being manipulated so bad. They promised you, and they promised you. Get your needles, it'll go back to normal, we'll open up, and things will go. Do you want to know what I see? Everybody did that. And we got closed down worse. And things got a lot worse. Do you see that? Because I sure do. I see it. I see it in the businesses. Because I know what my job is like right now. I'm not saying much about it because it's not my place to, but I want to. But I see what's going on around here, and I see what's happening to people. And it's actually heartbreaking to see it and watch it all crumble when I've been trying to say stuff to people to stop it. If you think I'm racist or misogynist or any of that stuff because I support this movement, the love that's being pushed out there for Canadians to come together to be one again, you don't know me. You don't know me at all. You never did. Because that's not how I work. That's not how I operate. And that's not how I think. It's definitely not how this works either. I got nothing but mad love for every human being that I know. Even the bad ones, because I feel for them. Because what happened to you that made you so mean? What happened to how you shaped all of your inside stuff to project that onto the world? It's really heartbreaking. Anyway, I hope y'all have a super day. I got nothing but mad love for all y'all. Stand in your truth. I know it's hard. I know it's hard, but we got this. Ciao for now. Have a super day. I might do a card. Who knows? I can't do it on this one because this one's too long. See you.